Hello, everybody. Good morning. We are here. I'm still in the apocalyptic of stuff happening around me, but we are here, and we are ready for the PC Gaming Show, also known as the fourth year. Well, I don't say in the past shields I have zoned out, we'll say, but yeah, I never really was a PC gamer, but it may or may not have happened over the last few weeks. And yeah, this is gonna be the fourth year where I actually feel like what they're showing I could possibly play because I don't have a potato anymore. So hey, so yeah, PC Gaming Show gonna be starting in about 8 minutes or so here. As we hop into this, I do not know to what extent this show is going to be. I do know Day 9 and I'm forgetting her name, is supposed to be back doing more stuff for the gaming show, but with everything happening in, you know, the plague times, I don't actually know what extent they're going to be. Like, is it gonna be the same quality as the last couple of years, or at least I get not really quantity. Oh, I get quantity at the whiteboard. Like, are we gonna have as much announcements as we did in the past? Hopefully we will. Hopefully we will get a whole bunch of fun stuff that will actually be great, and also maybe will make my PC actually be used beyond Sam using it to play Final Fantasy 15. We will see. But yeah, we're gonna be starting momentarily over there. As far as what I'm hoping to see, honestly, I have no idea, because the PC Gaming Show every year have been a little bit of a wild card, I get a better way to put it, since, you know, we get stuff that coming to console, not coming to console, a whole bunch of, like, indie stuff. So, honestly, that might be one of them things where a lot of surprises might actually come out of this, and a lot of games to actually take note about. Mainly just because, you know, it not working in the same, I get bottleneck of like the AAA industry here. But yeah, this should hopefully be a fun year nonetheless here, for PC Gaming Show. I'm pretty sure the main thing we're probably gonna see, though, if I would have to guess anything, is probably some Baldur's Gate stuff. I believe they were actually showing some Baldur's Gate stuff earlier on a separate stream, like I think it was like a Paradox stream or something. So maybe we will see some more about that. The other thing I really want to see, like personally, would be hopefully some Vampire the Masquerade stuff. Since I know Vampire was in last year's PC Gaming Show, and it did pop up on the Xbox conference thing. So we do got the console version of that coming. But it'd be interesting to see if we can get like a way more in-depth look at that game, at least on PC anyway, beyond like what was that, like a 3-5 minute trailer that was at the Xbox event a couple months ago. Like, they're more like the two things I'm more interested in. Beyond that, I have no real idea what we are exactly going to be getting into. So that's the main reason why I think this event going to be actually pretty fun. Because, you know, we don't actually know what is technically happening, or maybe it's just me. Because I will admit before you leave, like I said, before recent events, I'm not exactly a PC gamer by any means, so yeah, a lot of like PC gaming stuff, without it came out on like console stuff, I kind of just zoned out upon. So I'm not for sure exactly 100% if anything like dramatic is happening beyond, you know, beyond like Baldur's Gate it happening on PC. So this should be a fun year. Well, hopefully I'm surprised, and like I said, hopefully we will have some great announcements and great like shadow drops happening today, hopefully, because it actually be nice to have something to play later when I actually have time, you know, whenever we get done putting together my new office. But yeah, as of right now, it's about 4 minutes out here. Which is what it odd here. I guess it's not that odd. Let me go ahead. We're just gonna switch over to the for bell minimum for a second. Let me go ahead There we go. Let's get rid of chat for a moment. I think right now we got a lot of like old video happening here. We got Final Fantasy 7 now. We got some Matt Payne stuff happening. I don't think that means we're gonna get like a new Matt Payne by any means. Maybe Guilini will surprise everybody and be like, hey, here you go. And like 4 months from now, Final Fantasy 7 Remake PC. Because I want to say, what was it, a year on that for PlayStation, I think. And also, hello, Bonke. How you doing, dude? How ya doing? Yeah, we're fun playing Match Away. Yeah, I am super looking forward to the second one. That is pretty much right now. I would say, now that Xenoblade is out, probably Vampire 2 and Tony Hawk and my two... I should say Vampire, my most hype game for... what, maybe this year? Maybe. And Tony Hawk is kind of my most interesting but very worry about game as far as my hype level. But yeah, honestly, I'm hoping we get a release date for Vampire 2 today. And if we do, then I will actually know when I'm gonna be actually doing my second playthrough of Vampire. Because I do want to play through that game one more time as a Macavian? I think yeah, Macavian, that's not right. The way that is insane. I do want to play through that version at some point soonish. Which should be hopefully a great time, because outside of one or two little things, yeah, I absolutely love Vampire. Vampire was like, I would say, what was that? That was about 2 years ago now, wasn't it, Bonke, when I played that? Like, that was like the most probably fun time I have had in a while, and like the most like, I get eye-opening experience that for like, by the time I beat that game, realizing like, oh, I see why why this game is, you know, loved so fondly in all its jankiness. So yeah, because of that, like, I can't wait to do my second playthrough. Yeah, with 2 years. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause let me see. Twitch, don't tell me you removed it. If I click on you, does it actually say? Oh my god, are they playing like a metal version right now of like toss a coin to your virtual? Yeah, they are totally playing that right now, music-wise. Let me know how the audio is. Hopefully it's not too overpowering. But yeah, April, let's see, you followed the channel April of 2019. So, yeah, almost, yeah, close. It's more like almost, wait, was it? Was it almost a year? Let's see, April of 2019, in 2020, right? Oh man, what did we? Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, it would have been about a year and 2 months? Year and 3 months? Well, close enough. 1.5 year. Let's go with it. Close enough. But yeah, like, I do. I hope we get a release date for Vampire today. That way I can be like, okay, coming out, let's just throw a number out there. If it is this year, accidentally, let's say this year, I'm gonna say sometime early October will be my guess. If it's not this year, I could see that game being like a February, March game. Because ideally, though, like, I would like to do my second playthrough of that game probably, I would say probably about 2 weeks before the second one come out, probably. Because in that game I was playing when I was still streaming every day. Oh, are we beginning? Oh, I think we're beginning, chat. Let's do that. Let me switch over. Let me blow you up. Man, I did not think I was talking for that long. But But yeah, probably about 2
As
weeks.
you guys can see,
Probably be
I'm missing
accurate.
my left eye.
Okay, turn on my TV a bit. Let's do that, chat.
The community that I am a part of.
Are we getting a cosplay ad? Yeah, we getting a cosplay ad, chat.
I'm currently in a call with my friend, not responding anymore.
He's breathing really hard. You know he just had a seizure.
I built an arcade in my basement. This is my home.
You're in a whole different world.
Who cares what size you are, what gender you are?
I'm finally done gluing all the details on the sword.
Okay, we going with everything here, I see. Okay.
Fans definitely go crazy when they see this card.
It's like one of the most badass things you could drive.
I'm sensing that was an ad for a web show, isn't it? And then again, you know, I get the PC gaming show have all we got a crap ton of sponsorship, and there's gonna be no this in this year. Get my stream up where I can actually see what's happening. There we go. I feel like at any moment, like a Devolver game gonna pop up. Okay, we got New Vegas. Also, can I move my mouse? Get off the queen mouse. There we go. Also, I need to adjust my camera a little bit. My camera is all over the place, chat. I'm telling you. Okay, there we go.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, what you got, day 9? What we got here?
This is the PC Gaming Show. For the next 2 hours, we'll show you new footage and announcements for more than 40 games, including the next game from Dean Hall, the creator of DayZ, the world-exclusive debut of gameplay footage for Evil Genius 2, Ruthless Combat in Mortal Shell, Everspace 2, epic battles in A Total War Saga, Troy, Torchlight 3.
Hey,
what's coming
Torchlight.
in the next chapter of Elite Dangerous Mafia Definitive Edition. A look at New World, Amazon's upcoming open-world MMO.
So
Why hello there, PC.
We actually gonna get some like full Mafia stuff. Okay.
Broadcast for a moment to say that later on I'll be dropping in again to reveal one of my favorite franchises that's coming to PC for the first time ever. If you can name this tune,
Metal
maybe
Gear.
you'll
Wait.
recognize what it is. See you later in the show.
I got nothing, chat. I got nothing.
And now your PC Gaming Show hosts, Day 9 and Frankie Ward.
Okay, what we doing for this? We doing
Hello, Internet. Welcome to the 2020 PC Gaming Show. I am one of your hosts
Okay,
today,
okay,
Sean
Gwing, it
Day9
is. Okay.
Plot, and I'm delighted to have you wherever you may be tuning in, Twitch or YouTube or Twitter. Welcome to our 6th annual event where we have over 2 hours of content.
God, if it's 6 shield,
50+
chat.
games we're going to be looking at in the form of reveals, trailers, interviews that we've recorded in the last several weeks. Before we get into that, though, I want to take a moment to address the ongoing situation in America. While we're glad to be showing you some games today, there are many, many more people fighting for something far, far more important: the struggle against police violence and the systemic oppression of Black Americans. I and everyone who works on the PC Gaming Show each year We know that Black Lives Matter, and this is not a fight that we are willing to stand on the sidelines for. So what can we all do? There's a great many organizations that deserve support right now, and one of them is the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund at naacpldf.org. If you want to support this and get some great games in the process, hundreds of developers have joined together at
Isn't it the one that tied to
create
it?
the bundle for racial justice and equality. It's a pay whatever you want for the bundle, and 100% of the proceeds
Okay, maybe
go
not.
to the NAACP fund and the community bail
Maybe
fund.
did not
There's a
HIL
lot
stuff.
more resources and information we'd like to share, so PC Gamer has created an ongoing list of ways that you can get involved in supporting protesters. That's at pcgamer.com/Black Lives Matter. Okay, we're going to begin the reveals in a moment, but this wouldn't be a PC gaming show without my dear friend and co-host Frankie Ward joining us from the other side of the internet. Welcome, Frankie, and why don't you say hello?
Let's see, Queen at will.
Hello, Sean, and hello to everyone
Not nearly that
watching
fancy,
around
but
the
yes.
world. We're really excited to be with you again, and Sean, I've prepared a veritable smorgasbord of PC gaming interviews, trailers, and announcements. This year's show features the most games we've ever presented, so grab your beverage of choice because it's go time.
Thanks, Frankie. And I gotta say, your apartment looks quite a bit more like a music video than mine does. Maybe I should have sprung for better lighting. Either way, it's time for the PC Gaming Show. And as I said earlier, 50 plus games. We've been talking to the developers, interviewing them for weeks now.
Okay, 2
And
hour
though it
50
looks
game. That
kinda empty
means
here, I'm not alone.
that means it's gonna
My
go fairly
beautiful
quick. I
assistant
see.
And good buddy DevBot. You may have seen him making his way over here. He is awaiting us. So let's go join him and get the show started. All right, DevBot, what do we have for this year's PC Gaming Show?
I've downloaded 50 game trailers and 10 interviews, Sean, along with a full report of the most secret gaming layer-friendly dogs, per your request.
Okay, I'll prove with them just being like, yeah, 10 interviews. Okay, so that means we're gonna go quick, indeed.
Oh, well, excellent. Well, what should we play first then?
Scanning. Processing. My readings indicate that the audience would like to see Vikings.
Well, that sounds great. Then let's kick it off with Valheim, a Viking survival game where you'll fight monsters, craft weapons, build and sail ships on an open ocean, all while exploring a procedurally generated landscape. Show me the game, DevBot.
Now loading Valheim.
Alright. Let's see this. Like I said, I'm pretty sure like 99% of the stuff I have never seen. Mainly just because of PC. Since in early asset chat, let's be honest, the majority will probably be early assets. They said it was a survival game, didn't they? Yep, we hit trees at 100% survival. It's like a mix of like survival while along with like a little bit of like maybe 2003, 2004 MMO-ish. Just a little bit. That one kind of get me right now. Like outside, I get maybe the lighting and the water will probably the highest thing kill. But outside of that, it like I'm getting like some like I get probably more like 2005, 2006 MMO-ish. Oh, okay, we got all monsters. Yeah, totally not helping the MMO vibe. I'm digging it, chat. Back to a simple time of 2006. Yep, doing beta. Okay.
The next game has been in the works for quite a while and is just about to come out. I've been following it the whole time, and if a game that features farming, creature collection, dance battles, and bears wearing pants sounds like your cup of tea, then it's time to put the kettle on and enjoy some ooblets.
What? They announced what? Oh yeah. I remember that. There was didn't it announce during the Nintendo Direct like last year? I think it was. Maybe no. Maybe it was PC Gaming Show and Nintendo. Let's see. Do we actually have a release date for this? Because if I remember right, wasn't the thing about it was technically Hobbit Moon Pokemon technically? Hey dog! How you doing? I did comment about PS5. Yeah, don't you mean okay, maybe that was Nintendo. Don't you mean the Wilder everybody going on about?
Well, great. What do you got, DevBot?
The game is Torchlight 3, a cherished action RPG franchise that features a number of original playable classes.
DevBot, you wouldn't have chosen this game because in Torchlight 3 you can play as a steam-powered robot, would you?
I do need to play Torchlight. Torchlight 3. I'm in the cold beta and I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
What it wants to see.
Show me the algorithm, DevBot.
The algorithm is proprietary.
Okay, well, let's play the Torchlight 3 trailer, and when we're done, I want to talk to one of the Torchlight 3 devs.
I wonder when they're gonna actually drop the NDA on this, because I don't think they have. That doesn't mean I haven't played it, because like the cold beta was like under NDA to hell and back.
In a world of magic and mystery.
Especially since they switched over from, you know, free to play into a proper sequel.
Will you choose fortune?
Cause I was like, the NDA up, man. We're gonna start making some YouTube videos about this.
Or the future of the frontier. Explore remote, perilous realms.
Yeah, didn't they say GTA 5 online gonna be free for a bit? So like if you buy the PlayStation in the beginning.
Torchlight 3, your legend awaits.
Hey, early asset now available on Steam. So that means
DevBot,
if it's public,
please connect me with one of those developers.
Does that mean we can actually play this now?
Talk about Torchlight 3 is Max Schaefer.
Hey, hello,
so
Max.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Now, Max,
I am so
Torchlight
happy
story
you're
began
still over
with
this.
the alchemist from the original Torchlight becoming corrupted and evil. How does Torchlight 3's story tie into the first two?
Well, we're in the same world, obviously. We're about a century later now, though, and the Empire
century.
Wow. Yes, the Empire is in decline, and they've gotten a little lazy, a little comfortable, and a new threat looms on the horizon. So once again, the adventurers will have to battle the Netherim and all the evil baddies threatening the world.
In terms of the scope and scale of Torchlight 3, how does it compare to the previous editions?
Well, we've expanded quite a bit. Now, first, anyone who's played Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2 will be comfortable with the mechanics and how to play it and all. But we've expanded and let players make their own mark in the world.
You know, I need to check.
Customized fort.
Hopefully I didn't lose asset to this. Now that it's public,
you can do things that benefit your whole account, and you can put things in there that are useful to other players, and other players will see your fort randomly out in the world.
I want to ask a little bit about the classes, because if you're an action RPG player, you may recognize something like a knight or a mage. But in Torchlight 3, we got the steam-powered robots. We have the rail master that can summon trains. Talk to me about not just what some of the classes.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm not going digital at all.
Well, I think that
I'm 100% gonna go this drive as well if possible.
With our character classes and try to do something interesting. But at the same time, we wanted you to be able to look at them and get a kind of an intuitive.
We just
sense
gotta
of
hope
what
the
they do.
PS5 don't end up
And,
being
so
what
we
was it,
applied
like
that here. We've got some
$700 I
really
think it
fun
was
characters,
selling
like
for
you
on
said,
Play
the, fully
Asia.
robotic, steam-powered robot.
Realistically,
and the guy that summons trains. But
yeah.
we've also got some other.
I
cool
still
guys,
say
too,
it's gonna be more like
Sharpshooter
5
and
to
a Dust
6.
Mage. And honestly, they all.
You can
have
play
uniqueness,
Asia and all the way a
they're all
little
pretty
higher,
fundamental.
since the
in
import
terms of the
side.
game world itself, how like specifically do the forts get integrated? Like, what does it mean to stumble across someone else's fort as you're going through the world?
Well, between our gameplay levels, we have passages, and when you enter the passage, there will often be a waypoint there, but there will also be someone else's fort. So you will see some random person from the world's fort, and they
does
will
it
turn
teleport
see,
in?
Occasionally, randomly, your own fort, and it's definitely worth exploring their fort because you can not only use things like the luck tree, but you can use their enchanting table and whatever recipes they've unlocked to enchant your own items.
Okay,
so it's
that's
really
cool.
worthwhile for you to go check them out.
I had a nice way to
Pets were a
do
big part
like
of the earlier
multiplayer stuff.
Torchlight games. What type of pet-based entertainment can we expect?
We have expanded upon the pet system. It does all the things you want. It fights alongside you. It goes and takes your items back to town to sell. But we've introduced kind of a collection mechanic. So you can find pets out in the wild by defeating bosses and make a whole stable of pets that you, of course, keep in your fort.
Well,
Now,
we
guys,
got
I know
pet
that the
drop
Torchlight
chat.
series
We
has an
in.
enormous fan base. For those who are looking to get their hands on Torchlight 3, where can they
Maybe
go
do.
and when can they play it?
Yeah, and the way it's going, I foresee it being like if you're not able to get one day one, or like in that very like pre-order time period, I guess.
That's kind of answer in the PC game.
I could see them being like, okay, we're gonna be out of stock to like, July of next year or so.
Once again, go to Steam
I wish you the best
right
on that.
now to get your hands on the early access
But
version
I
of
really do have a
Torchlight
feeling that
3.
it's gonna be
We're
like
just
6
getting
months
started
to
here on the
8
PC
months
Gaming
before it's
Show.
back
Let's
in
take a look at
stock.
what's coming up next.
After the
You're
original
watching
sale.
the PC Gaming Show. Coming up later, an exclusive look at the next game from DayZ creator Dean Hall. Blanco's Block Party, the first reveal of Sound Mind, and more. Back to you, Sean. Back to you, Sean.
Well, hey everyone, I hope you're having a great time. I know I am, and I know you want to tell me how much fun you're having, but don't shout. The walls are very thick in here. I can see you though if you use the PC Gaming Show hashtag on Twitter or Facebook or the PC Gamer forums or a Ouija board or a Messenger Falcon, whatever is your desired form of communication. I'm sure you've been seeing many of those comments show up live in the show today. And we want your hottest 280 character take that our merry moderators might just select to be on the show. For our next segment, it's time to head on over to Frankie Ward.
Elite Dangerous, the space simulation MMO from Frontier, has continued to evolve
Wait,
over
Elite
the
Dangerous
past 5
classified
years.
as an MMO?
Set in a one-to-one recreation of our actual Milky Way galaxy,
I did
players
not
forge
think it
their
was a
own path,
quote-unquote
build and
MMO.
break alliances, trade, fight, and earn the rank of Elite. Join us as we journey into the next era of Elite Dangerous, set to take a giant leap once more.
I guess that just show what I know about Elite Dangerous. I thought Elite Dangerous was like similar at all like multiplayer to like the Dark Souls stuff, where like randomly find people, but not like giant hubs. Is it? Yeah, wasn't the thing about that was it supposed to be like adding ground combat now? Now, bet the question: will we actually see gameplay here? See, this is the thing. I don't think they gameplay. I think it's CG, right? Yeah, I think there's nothing more than like, yeah, the normal foreshadowing stuff. Cause there's no release date on this, is there? There we go. 2021. We waiting a bit.
Joining me to talk about the next chapter of Elite
But yeah,
Dangerous
Ratchet
is
and Clank
Piers
Elite,
Jackson from Frontier
I
Developments.
personally
Thanks so
think
much for
Ratchet
joining
and
us,
Clank
Piers.
probably gonna be
welcome.
a
It's good to
launch
be here.
title, to be
Now, I
honest.
have a lot of questions about
Because,
the trailer we
like,
just
from
saw,
what they
but
showed of it, it
I'm
seemed
wondering if
far
you can
along, and then
contextualize a
on
little bit
top
for
of
those who
that,
haven't played
what they
Elite
were doing with,
Dangerous.
like,
What is
teleporting
it?
around, it's
So I think the
obviously
best
a
way
tech
of
demo for the
explaining what
SSD.
Elite Dangerous is to
So,
understand
I kind
how
of
big it
feel
is.
like they're
We
gonna
have
try to get
created
that
a
game
title that's
out
the
either
most
as a launch
complete,
title or in, like, the
authentic
first 2 or
space
3
simulation
months.
of any game out there, and it's just vast. It's the whole galaxy. You can
To
explore
be
it.
honest,
You
though,
can
if
take
like
your own
if that
path. You can be a
is
pilot, a
it's
trader,
like a launch title,
a bounty hunter. You can do what
and
you
if
want.
I can
You
get my
go where
hands
you
on a
want, and you can
PS5,
do your own thing, and
that will probably be
it's
the
that
fourth
sort
game
of
I will buy.
freedom and the ability
Because
for
the
people to
Ratchet
tell
and
their
Clank
own
game was
story that I think makes
fantastic.
Elite what it actually is.
Now, in all the streams that I've been following for Elite Dangerous, there's
Yeah,
a
as
lot
of now, I would
gameplay
say that probably
happens
in the fourth 3
ships,
months,
there's
if
a lot of
not day
focus on the
one.
economy and trading. In this trailer, though, we saw feet on the ground, which immediately makes me ask, what is it that we should expect? What should we glean from the trailer?
Oh, I think you've hit the nail on the head. Ultimately, the big new feature that we're looking to release here is the fact that you can now, for the very first time, set foot on our planets. We've created the last edition, really, in terms of going from space all the way down to the planet's surface. So now you can set foot, you can explore, you can interact with the environment. And we've taken the mission-based gameplay and the idea of forging your own path and creating your own experience that the space game has, and we've transposed that right down onto the planet. For the first time, you'll be able to access a whole pile of new planets, all ones with tenuous atmospheres, and obviously you're going to be able to play this in multiplayer, so you'll be able to join up with your friends. You can experience the game from the ship, from an SRV, and finally from on foot.
In what way will this ground, walking on the planet component transform the existing aspects of Elite Dangerous?
I think it gives people a new set of experiences to have. We link all the way from ground to the buggies, the SRVs, all the way up to the spaceships, so that it becomes a holistic event.
Wait, the buggy's already in the game?
The whole experience.
In terms of some of the other systems that are on the planets, or various resources or points of interest, what are some of those that might tie back to some of the gameplay that someone would be familiar with?
So we have new planets that you can visit. You can visit old planets, and we have refreshed the visuals on them, so you can really set foot and be the first to actually make footfall on a new planet.
Now, Piers, I have a combo question for you. Elite Dangerous is available right now. Where can players go to play Elite Dangerous, and when can they expect the Odyssey update?
So you can join in with our community now, playing Elite Dangerous. Download it via Steam, or go to the Frontier store, or purchase it on console. We have many people playing it. In terms of Odyssey, you can expect to see that next year.
I hope you all enjoyed that conversation about Elite Dangerous. It's a treat to see the way the game is continuing to evolve. For our next title, we're going to be...
Sean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but our broadcast is being hijacked by another host.
Not again.
Hi there again, PC gamers. It's me, Greg Miller. Maybe you saw me host the Guerrilla Collective live stream earlier today. No, I didn't watch it. Okay, well, that sucks. I'll give the PC Gaming Show back to its usual host in a moment, but I couldn't let anyone else announce this next trailer, which is a game near and dear to my heart. Let's take a look.
Oh, the Persona stuff. That why. I totally forgot. Like, oh yeah, Persona 4 will be coming to PC. Oh wow, with HD graphics. Wait, did they clean it up anymore, or they just saying HD graphic because this is the Vita version? Out now on Steam. Okay, well they're all blind drop. Now bet the question. Will 3 come? If Persona 3 comes, then we gotta talk.
Persona 4 Golden is a masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen. The story, the action, the characters, this is something you have to go get right now. It's been awesome to see Atlas Games make their way onto the PC. I'm glad this one is
Oh, that'd be great, dog.
I better hand the show back over to Sean.
Cause they're in what, like,
see you later, PC gamer.
10, 11, like, Ratchet and Clank games at this point? I feel like it's a lot, counting the PFP games.
Now, Sean. I'm not sure what could have happened.
Well, all right then. While we get this sorted out, let's head on over to Frankie.
Our next trailer reveals.
Okay, I wasn't betting a light side.
Coming to PC, PlayStation.
What was his name? Was it Teddy? Wasn't it? Yeah, Teddy was his name.
InSound Mind will challenge your expectations.
I do want Persona 3 on PC, chat.
Corners of your psyche.
That's what I want.
Every night before I go to sleep, honestly. The game also features a chilling original soundtrack by The Living Tombstone. Courtesy of indie outfit We Create Stuff and publisher Modus Games, let's take a look at InSound Mind.
Okay, let's see. Halloween time, chat. I think it might be Halloween game time.
They say fear is just.
Ooh, Nightmare Howl. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time, chat.
But once you find the key to your terror,
and I love the Nightmare Howl 2 and 1.
What a bunch of bullshit.
You know, back when they was Half-Life mods. Now come the question, will the game be out by Halloween and not be early access? That's the question. Because if it's going to be a full release, Halloween, chat. I'm getting like a little bit of like Alan Wake vibes a little bit as well from this.
Hey everyone, I'm Ito, producer at We Create Stuff.
Hey, I'm Chen.
Life of 2 game. What was the other one? Because for me, it Ratchet and Clank and
Modus Games and The Living Tombstone. And we're working on
the game with the little black creature that looked like Pikmin meeting Zelda. Them are the 2 I'm excited for.
So hey, Deb,
and then Demon Souls
get here today anyway.
Will be great, but you know.
Sean, my sleep state was interrupted when I realized I was late to this year's PC gaming show. So naturally, I panicked. I had to improvise about how to reach our undisclosed broadcasting location before you began the show. I tried some back roads in the desert. I am not an all-terrain vehicle, it was discovered. I tried to hitchhike. But ever since the 1991 documentary Terminator 2, no one in Los Angeles trusts robots. At that point, I was already right outside our secret location.
Cool. Hey, let's take a look at our next trailer.
Airborne Kingdom loading.
Super Meat Boy. Aww. That fake kind of looked like Super Meat Boy he was making. Okay, are we a flying game or are we a god game? Okay, I get the premise of us having to upgrade our ship. Now beg the question, how? How do you do that? Do you just fly around other ship and collect them? I'm confused, chat.
You might be surprised to know that I enjoy real-time strategy games, and that's why I'm excited for our next trailer. It's Dwarfheim, a cooperative RTS, where up to 10 players can split up the work of building, mining, and fighting, working together to
I've been trying to see how enhanced they're actually going to end up being. I wonder if it's just going to be like the PC version, or are they going to actually do stuff to it?
Let's see what the game is all about.
Because isn't the PC version a little bit higher quality than PS4 and Xbox?
They toil every day in the dark and dirt. They try to protect what little they have from rival clans. and the vile creatures that roam these lands. Your clan needs you now, chieftains, to lead your people. Choose your classes, guide your builders and miners to expand your kingdom, or take up arms with your warriors to protect our town halls and conquer your enemies.
You know, this is the second game that very much given me like half-ass nostalgia back to the early 2000s. Back when I did play PC games a little. Also known as I went over to a friend's house and played some else more so.
Thanks, Sean. And now let's take a look at the lineup of games and game updates coming from indie publisher New Blood Interactive.
Okay, yeah, I don't recognize this studio. There must be a new like founded publisher. Wait, is it Hectic? Or Hectic? I think that what it was, wasn't it? I kind of feel like that new publisher is gonna be going after Devolver a little bit, aren't they? But this seems like a game Devolver was published. Hey, RTX! What, like 5 games that actually use RTX now? New level. Wait, is this already out? I'm all waiting in because I feel like Matt Payne chat. I feel like if Matt Payne and Doom had a baby. Yeah, I'm thinking the studio have a very specific taste in game publishing, don't they? Yeah, just a little bit, chat. Outside like 2 of these, I don't know how we tell them apart, chat. Maybe this is just a me thing.
That's quite a lineup from New Blood, and with us now is the New Blood CEO, Dave Oshry, to talk about it. Dave?
Yeah, to be honest though, it's like when we get to like PS6, I wouldn't bet an eye. They'd be like, yeah, here's GTA 5. Cause you know they're gonna keep releasing GTA 5 to the multiplayer die. But let's be totally honest, the only thing they're gonna kill that multiplayer, and even then it probably won't, would be GTA 6.
Now with RTX, DLSS 2.0 is coming, maximum action, new levels.
But at the same time, it's like I feel like GTA 5.
Why not? Check that out, 16-player co-op. It's crazy.
I feel like we're gonna get to that point where they're just gonna be like, okay, we need to gut 5 and just be like GTA Online, and just abandon that for however many decades, you know? You know, kind of similar to how what was that? I think it was like Halo ODST, or it was one of the Halo game where literally they just brought the same multiplayer from the last game into the new game, added a couple new maps, and called it a day. I feel like that is what's gonna happen with GTA 5, and just like. Yeah, you kind of drop the single player and just have the multiplayer be on everything. And turn into like the WoW of GTA Online, you know, having it running for decades upon decades.
At thiefwithguns.com. Yeah, that's all we got. 6 games, you can play them all right now. We love you.
And we hate money.
Thanks, Dave. Let's see what Frankie
has. Yeah, that company is so wannabe Devolver right now.
Thank you, Sean. Now tell me, PC gamers, have you ever wanted to rewrite history? Not your browser history, that's easy and absolutely vital, but how about something grander, like discovering America, mastering flight, or inventing the computer a couple of 100 years earlier? Humankind is an upcoming historical strategy game where you'll be combining up to 60 different cultures to create a civilization that's as unique as you are. And as with all of their previous titles, Amplitude is asking the community to participate in the development of Humankind to help make it the best game that it can be. Let's see how they're inviting PC gamers to help build this worldly game.
Wait, Sega involved in it? Okay, maybe... Okay, no, I can see the Sega in it now. Well, the concept alone was like, wait a minute. I don't seem like a Sega thing, but actually seeing artwork, like, okay, no, never mind. Wait. Wait, are they making a sandbox? Or is it actually straight up real time? Okay, so somebody above what they're using and like, wait, what? What happening? Okay. We're gonna roll with it.
Well, you heard the trailer. You need to go to opendev.gamestogether.com so you can be one of the very first humans to get your hands on Humankind, Amplitude Studios' upcoming historical strategy game. And now for something a little different, why don't you join me in my chambers? Come on. Come on. Of all the subcultures and communities that make up PC gaming, modders have arguably had the biggest impact. My next guest is Dean Hall, a designer who started out as a modder and eventually helped lay the foundation for two of the most popular genres on PC, survival and battle royale. Let's take a look at the next game from Rocketworks revealed here on the PC Gaming Show. It's Icarus.
Okay, let's see this. It's gonna be battle royale survival. Let's just combine the two things that dude is known for. Okay, they don't seem very multiplayer-ish, chat. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we all go in survival-ish. You always can tell by the menus and if there a tree cutting in the 4-5 second, chat. And building wooden chat. That's how you know, chat. Well, that dude just died. Wait. Is it gonna come down, you have to build resources as, like, oxygen gets sucked out from you? Is that gonna be the survival, or the battle royale part? I mean, you trying to collect enough material to build a gate plan before
Joining me
the
to talk
circle
about
falls on you?
Icarus is Dean Hall. Dean, thanks so much for joining us.
Awesome.
And is everybody gonna be walking together instead of trying to kill each other?
Survival-focused game. What makes Icarus different from other survival titles?
Well, I think if you think about your first hour in DayZ, your first hour in Minecraft, really what we're trying to do is capture that and then basically build a game where you can do that over a long period of time and you can progress through the survival experience. So it was really getting back to the roots of what a survival game is and what makes those moments that you get in them really intense and emotional.
If you can just walk me through like the basic loop. If I just open up the game, do I start out on the ship itself?
If you think about the orbital station as your apartment in GTA, you can invite your friends in and
Speaking to
prepare
you,
for
dog.
what we call a drop. And then you select a prospect. And the big challenge of the game And the way to fail it, I guess, is to run out of time on the drop.
Let's say I'm on a 30-minute mission. I have a particular resource I've set out to snatch up. How does the gameplay of that 30-minute period differ from other survival games?
I suppose there were 3 key things that I felt needed to be addressed before I made another survival game. The first was the ability to scale. By breaking your experience over months and years into sessions, that allowed us to address scale. So you still can do all the things that you do in a normal survival game, building bridges, roads, all those kinds of things. But you're doing it with a medium-term focus. The second was pacing and clear direction, which is helped very much by the structure that we're putting around the session. And the last one is really focusing in on those core survival mechanics, which I really feel is the whole reason that survival as a genre connects so emotionally with players.
I guess I was a little surprised to hear that there are 20-minute drops as well as multi-day drops. What are the sort of time ranges we're looking at? Are there different categories and tiers of drop length?
Yeah, so it really depends on your level as you progress through the game. So early on, we're really just introducing you to more safe environments. So say a daytime drop that only lasts 20 minutes. You're only going to be facing the game during the day. As you progress on, you can take on and get access to prospects that have much longer drop windows, but that means you're getting a cycle of day-night. And night, particularly for most of our biomes, is definitely the most dangerous.
I want to ask a little bit about what failure means in Icarus. I mean, in the trailer there was someone that fell down and you just ominously talked about the dangers of being left behind on the planet. What happens if you don't make it back to the ship in time, die on the planet? What happens?
If you think about DayZ, when you get shot, it's a very binary event that happens and there's nothing you can do, it's just over. And there's a certain charm to that.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, there's a certain charm to that. But I think if we look about...
A charm. I like your use of the word charm there, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, there definitely is. But I think with Icarus, we've chosen one failure state. If you run out of time on your drop, that character and all its equipment is gone.
Yeah.
So we want to
no
make
getting it
that
back, chat.
terrifying. And that's why our tagline is, there are worse fates than death. So it's getting left behind. If you miss your rendezvous window with the orbital station, then that's it. Everything that you've deployed on there, your character and all that progression of that character and all that equipment is just gone. And that's our one failure state. If you run out of oxygen, someone can come and revive you. If you get attacked by this particular animal and damaged, someone can heal you. But if you run out of time, it's over.
I'm curious, I mean, there's so many elements. There's so much ambition. I know there's a lot of PC gamers that maybe feel like you abandoned DayZ, other projects. What do you have to reassure those people?
Hitting hard question, Hill Chat.
Well, I think a big thing for me is you know, Bohemia was an existing company and I definitely felt like I was pulling them in a direction that was hard for them to go. And they probably felt like they were pulling me in a direction that I didn't want to go. And it's really been a bit of a struggle for me to develop and not only the studio, but myself as well. There was a whole bunch of things I had to learn. I had to learn many of those things through failure. The solution there was to make sure it wasn't just a Dean Hall game, but it was a game built by incredibly skilled people. And we managed to assemble, I think, definitely one of the best teams I've ever worked with, an exceptional concept team through to a technical and production team as well.
Well, I know there's a ton of people that are interested in my very next question, my favorite question. When can people get the opportunity to play Icarus?
2022.
That is a good question. So we're looking at sometime next year. Our development is very advanced at this point. Our biggest question really is content. So, you know, we're making the game free to play because we wanted to maximize the number of people that play. And we're
playing it in chat.
A number of our former staff are ex-Grinding Gear Games who made Path of Exile. Very talented in the free-to-play area. So we're very cognizant of how much content we need to provide gamers. So at the moment, we're really sort of heading into that.
Well, Dean, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Awesome.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Dean Hall.
I would not bet it to be free to play, chat.
Upcoming survival game Icarus. For our next
I was
game,
expecting it to be like a $30 game.
When you're an evil supervillain, it's important to have your
That
own
is a
sense
giant
of style.
hamster, chat.
What? Evil Cat Psychics are so 2019. Evil Genius 2 asks players the question, how would you design a supervillain fortress? Would you build a pool filled with laser sharks, or would you just give all the home appliances RGB lighting? Here's the world-exclusive first gameplay footage of Evil Genius 2, World Domination.
Didn't they announce the game like last year, wasn't it? I feel like they did. Oh yeah, that one always gotta be built a bait, chat. That is a giant bait. Okay, so we all gonna have missions. I don't remember what the original had missions or not, did they? I don't remember if that was a thing or not. Now, they haven't showed anything vampire related yet. Like, we have a few interesting things, but no vampire. Nope, no Baldur's Gate either. I know Baldur's Gate were doing a stream earlier today, but I didn't get a chance to see any of it. I came in like white at the very end. I think it was Baldur's Gate, or something that was like Baldur's Gate. But yeah, we got none of that yet, Edel.
Official gameplay footage for Godfall on PC. Counterplay Games is going to give us.
I kind of feel like Baldur's Gate and Vampire will probably be more near the end,
keen observers
or
will
like
notice
more the
this is
middle
running
way.
in Unreal Engine 5. That's why those shiny sets of armor look oh so gorgeous. You can go on over to the Epic Games Store and wishlist it now, or get more information on Godfall before it releases this holiday season. But for now,
Well, time to see if a giant upgrade will the PS5. Oh look! It's actually a trailer that's not horribly out of tone like the PS5 trailer. Yet.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee.
Oh, we
and I am
good.
the game
You're actually gonna
director
see the
for
game.
Godfall.
Okay.
On behalf of Counterplay Games,
I'm happy.
We are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall.
Yes.
Please enjoy.
Sell me on this.
Godfall
Let's see if we
is
can
still
do
in
it.
development, so some things will change and improve in the final product, including visuals and performance. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic.
Kind of look like
forbidden
Too Human a
realms.
little bit.
The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into unstoppable masters of melee combat.
I feel
As you
like
adventure
Too
through
Human
the
meet
realms, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god. who
oh
awaits
god,
you.
what was it?
Throughout your journey,
Reckoning.
you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a whole new genre, the looter slasher. Our game is therefore
Too Human.
one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, Not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits,
Okay, so
we
not
also want you to have that
majority
feeling
PvP
of
then?
accomplishment for mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall.
By the way, the stream can barely
What
handle
you're looking
the
at
game
now
itself.
is a mid-boss fight,
The one particles.
a tougher challenge which we'll have to leave for another day. Please check out the Godfall channels on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you so much for taking a look at Godfall, and we'll be
Okay,
showing you more soon.
maybe you're gonna end up being more.
Next up, when PC gamers
Not
think
so
of
like
iconic
heavily
first-person
PvP.
shooters, they think of games like Doom, Quake, and Duke.
I need to see more, but you
Our
know,
next trailer shows a project that celebrates the proud heritage of sci-fi.
I'm a little more interested now that we're moving away from PvP hip hop music.
Like glorious enemy dismemberment. From Bounding Box Software and Humble Publishing, this is Proteus.
Didn't he? This seemed familiar, chat. Okay, maybe not. My God, the particles. Is it actually supposed to be particles? What we got this set on? Yeah, I'm on 1080p. Okay, obviously we're going for the Doom vibe here. Wait, is it a game that was built like completely out of voxels, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Well, I guess to give it an interesting look, doesn't it? Give it like a now seeing it kind of look like play animation with the voxelness. Oh, we changing tone real quick, chat. Oh, are we doing SRPG? You know, chat. You know how I love my SRPGs. Wait, is this card bait SRPG? Is that what this is? Wait, what? Chat, what was the deal with the cards? Yeah, there were cards over there in the corners. So maybe you got like special attack that. Or the cards like each ability. Summer 2020. I'm in, chat.
Love the look of that last one.
I'm all for tactical RPG.
Isometric combat itch that I know a lot of us have been feeling ever since we played Final Fantasy Tactics back in the 90s. All right, but we're not done with Humble Games yet. Their lineup, as it turns out, isn't all that humble. We're going to take a look at 2 more games from them. Project Wingman, a jet fighter game featuring RPG elements and VR support. And rounding things out is Carto from Sunhead Games, a gorgeous top-down puzzler. Let's take a look.
Wait. Is that how you create all the maps? Or was that very specific? Okay, that could be kind of neat depending on how far they go with that puzzle mechanic. Like little, putting like a puzzle together. So say we're going for the 8 combat vibe. The only thing is, I don't know if it's gonna be nearly as much anime, chat. Okay, this seems a lot more serious though.
Hey Devbot, have you ever wondered what Gordon Freeman's voicemail message sounds like?
Sean, that is an intriguing inquiry. However, something is wrong. I'm receiving an external transmission.
Why does this keep happening, DevBot? What's with the security? Have you upgraded to Service Pack 2 yet?
The transmission is coming from a powerful space satellite.
Greetings, PC Gaming Show.
Hey!
Your supreme leader, Kane. I'm
Time for
commandeering
some
this
Command and
broadcast to deliver
Conquer.
an important mission briefing. You must capture the GDI base marked at these coordinates. This is a strategically significant facility. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's me, Joe Coogan. And I can take over this broadcast because I do what I want. Look, you know Command and Conquer has been a major part of your life.
Damn, why do you have?
The Command & Conquer Remastered Collection recently launched for PC, and it is an awesome way to relive this classic game with a bunch of
Oh, I need to grab that. I need to grab that during the theme sale coming up.
Quick matches in multiplayer or modding.
Because I love me some Command and Conquer.
I personally want to send a big shout out to all you PC gamers who have kept the legacy of Kane alive over these last 25 years. I mean, I live in death, I guess. Thanks for letting me interrupt, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. For the glory of Nod!
Tell me, PC gamers, do you have any rare action figures? Perhaps you're one of the lucky owners of an out-of-print collectible, something you'd never trade away in a million years. Our next game is a celebration of toys and art. On its surface, a game about collecting, customizing, and trading, but it's also a highly social playground for creativity, one where you can make your own levels and gather with your friends to hang out.
I don't know what you're talking about, Day 9.
This is Blanco's Block.
I have no idea what Day 9 talking about.
Legend tells of a place where everyone comes together to play and dance and race and shoot and jump and fly with jetpacks or maybe bat wings. And there's lava and a mountain made of junk food. Where you can create your own worlds and have your own adventures where you are in charge. Where you can make your very own games with your very own rules. And all your friends can come and play. Like this one here. Yep, them too. And I don't know what that dude is, but he is cool. What? They're all toys? Come to life. And I can actually play with them and own them all. That's f***ing sweet. But you see, this place isn't a legend at all. It's a party.
I feel like we got our YouTube game chat.
Here to bring us the inside look at Blanco's Block Party is Jamie Jackson from Mythical. Jamie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
I would love if you could just address what is Blancos?
Blancos it's a game about vinyl toys kind of coming to life and where they go when a human leaves the room. But it's also more than just a game. It's a place.
I feel like they're free to play and each of these gonna be like $5. That'd be cool.
Come together and hang out and build the worlds and games that they really want to play. And you can have as many as your friends come and hang out with you as you want. But you could also drop the toys in. So the first toy you can play with is one called it's a shooting mechanic. We got like a unicorn rocket launcher that fires ice creams. We got like a cactus grenade launcher that fires these little cactus balls. So it's all about kind of like arcade fun shooter stuff. And you can set that up as a team shooter. You could have squads. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. You can even just have it.
I feel like I have seen it before. I feel like I've been able to see like Zeke talk about this on like Drop Flames or something.
Platformer and just go A to B.
Well, these are games very similar to that.
Another one is because Blancos, they all survive on good vibes. That's kind of what powers them. So another one you can do is actually just a vibe collection. And what's kind of super cool is all of those toys work with each other. So you could build a race, and then you could drop some guns in it, and it can be a race, but you can pick up guns on the way and try and knock each other out.
So you have these huge flexible tools, this community focus. We've also seen in games like Fortnite, these in-game events. Are these kinds of things that you think will show up in Blancos as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we felt that from the beginning of development, that Blancos wasn't just this place for players to go and build and create their own worlds, but it was a place for us to be able to share with them different content, whether that's a music concert, whether it's a movie trailer, you know, whether it's something no one's seen yet. But absolutely, that we're definitely thinking about that kind of stuff.
Well, talk to me about the number of different designs. Like, where are these designs coming from? How many are there?
we're not talking about numbers in season 1 just yet, but we are talking about the artists. So we're really stoked we've been able to work with certainly my favorites that I've been buying the vinyl toys of over the years. So John Paul Kaiser is a great artist from the UK. I ended up buying some of his toys in New York about 6 years ago, and now we get to work together and bring his toys to life in the game, which has been great fun. James Broman, who I think just kind of really epitomizes vinyl toy design, just those clean vector-based lines. And one of my personal favorites is Pete Fowler, who for me was kind of one of the grandfathers of vinyl toy design.
I know people are going to want more information. They're going to want to know when they can play Blankos, when they can see more. Where do they go for that?
If you want to keep just up to date with things, go and check out blankos.com. You can register there right now, so you can, secure your.
Okay, maybe they're not the same game.
Get ready for launch. We're going to be launching end of the year, so not too far away now. But we're also going to be starting to look for.
There's a real similar concept, I guess.
Registered, we might be able to get you in that.
Jamie from Mythical, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Once again, the name of the game is Blankos Block Party. Let's take a look at what's coming up next at this year's PC Gaming Show.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show, presented by PC Gamer. Stay tuned for more trailers, announcements, and footage. Coming up later, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of A Total War. What's next in Escape from Tarkov? The reveal of horror strategy game Rogue Lords, and more. Back to you, Frankie.
The PC is the birthplace of space flight action games, and our next project, Everspace 2, expands on that tradition with its gorgeous handcrafted.
The one thing I'm realizing about this Shield
focus here is on
is maybe because of the digital event now, not a in-person event.
Modules, weapons,
like,
and devices.
We don't have any big like giant sponsorships or anything, do we?
Won't just take place in the cold vacuum of space.
I feel like this is flowing a lot better, you know, compared to the last couple years.
Here's Everspace 2.
But then again, I get when you went and out a giant like studio, you know. I get you need that money for that stuff. Especially if it ain't real nearly 3. You know, I do need to actually try Everspace 1. We need to do that at some point. Because the thing is, that, like, I'm still, like, very much, like, fiending for a decent, like, flying game. Like, kind of arcadey-ish. Like, I've been fiending for that feeling ever since, like, Robotech Battlefly on the PS2. Like, that type of feeling of dogfighting. Like, God, I don't think I've ever actually had that in the last, what, 18 years? Feel like they're trying too much. I feel like, cause I don't remember like then again I get if you know if you get around in August, you might have been around for last Shields. But have you seen the Pat gaming shows they have done? Cause the last couple, you know, was like actual live studio, like actual people at E3 because it was E3. But I don't know. I feel way more focused compared to the last 6 Shields of this. But then again, I get the robot is a little bit dry, you know. Honestly, I'm surprised they ain't have the robot, to be honest. Because it seemed like one of them cases, like, you only need that for padding, so... Lat one was better. I need to go back and probably rewatch the Lat one. I remember the Lat one actually being decent, like better than the year before then. It seemed like that one though was like we are not getting bogged down with like heavy amounts of interview. Cause I feel like wasn't it last year it was like the whole thing like show the game and then it was like a like 10 to 15 minute interview and then you know back to another game between random ads for all the sponsorships.
PC gamers, I'm sure you'll agree. If a horse shows up at your door and you don't remember ordering a horse, it's probably best to keep the door shut.
Then
One
again,
of the coolest things about a Total War Saga Troy.
I get also now thinking about it. I get day 9 is trying to wing it a little more.
Of how the iconic battle went down, including several explanations for what that mythical horse actually was.
Then again, I wonder if because day 9 have more control over their shield appeal to the light couple.
Peggy 16.
So now I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, that may be worth a try hard coming in.
There is only one response to Queen Helen's abduction, and that is war.
Because any of last year kind of bogged down a little bit. It was a little more, like, trying to be, like, hit with the kids, I guess. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I think you own something, Bon K.
Legendary city of Troy in 3 ingenious and equally devastating ways, all based around prominent theories from throughout the ages as to what the iconic Trojan horse really resembled.
Time for you guys to destroy the city I'm named after, child. I'm not kidding. Like, my brother named me after the city.
To the walls.
And that war in general.
Slaughter the Trojans atop and force them back into their pitiful city.
The enemy are unaware of your presence. Position your troops to retain your advantage once the attack begins.
Sneak troops into the city in a vast, horse-headed vessel fit for the gods. Under the cloak of darkness, use guerrilla tactics to sabotage the unbreachable city gates, leaving the Trojan warriors defenseless, allowing the Achaean soldiers to begin razing the city to the ground.
Their walls have been breached.
Even the greatest defenses cannot stand against nature's might. In a land ravaged by earthquakes, patience is rewarded. Send your troops forward. Troy is yours for the taking.
You know, we might have just played this just because of the downfall of my own. You know?
Experience the legend of Troy this summer.
Victory will make you immortal.
Wait, what was that? It said free of something.
Troy, which we'll get to play in 2021. And hey, speaking of sneaking in big surprises, a master of segue. This year, we've teamed up with Intel to build a legendary custom computer inspired by art, weaponry, and the artifacts found in the game, DevBot. I understand you know your way around a computer, right?
Affirmative. Sean, I have a soft spot for Bronze Age computers.
Well, great. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit more?
Can do, Sean. Behold, PC gamers. This build is centered around Intel's CPU, the 10th gen Intel Core i9-10900K.
Well, they're all sponsorship, chat.
Flagship CPU is built for maximum gaming performance and overclocking, especially useful in epic strategy games like a Total War Saga Troy. The build also features a top-of-the-line GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. Also on the ASUS motherboard are a spacious 4 terabytes of fast storage and 128 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. The unit is powered by a Platinum-certified Corsair 1200-watt power supply, and temperatures are kept at a nominal level thanks to 9 RGB fans running alongside liquid cooling. The copper tubing is not only effective at heat conduction, but, according to my readings, aesthetically pleasing. Is this what you humans call love?
PCs are more than specs. They're a passion. When we build a PC, we form a relationship with that piece of hardware. We wanted to show you every step of that process.
Also known as,
build,
for me,
we enlisted
almost
master
having a heart attack
Brian
on the
Carter,
ghetto. So
PC
I
modder
guess
with
it's not
over
long.
a decade and a half of experience. PC Gamer and Intel have created a 4-part series following Brian as he created this epic artifact. DevBot, cue it up.
Hey, my name is Brian Carter, and I've been building custom PC mods for over 16 years. I'm working with Intel and a Total War Saga Troy on a very special custom PC project that we're thrilled to
Wait, does
debut
it
at the
actually
PC
look
Gaming
like
Show.
that?
Join me in a 4-part video series as I take you through each stage of the scratch build
Oh.
process. We begin with
I
the
did not realize the
inspiration
PC
and design
legit
phase, where
looked
we
like
figure
that.
out how
I
to
thought it
take
was
the
just
amazing design
they'll
assets from a
show
Total
up the
War Saga
graphic card.
Troy
Okay.
and functionalize them to house our best-in-class components. like the 10th gen Intel
How the hell is that thing
Core
gonna ship,
10900K
chap?
processor. Then I'll show you how I assemble, finish, and test this one-of-a-kind PC. A big thank you to Intel and Creative Assembly for letting me work on this incredibly fun and challenging project. I hope you like it.
Oh, it looks so good, and I have some good news. Episode 1 is available now, and I have even better news. You can win this PC from DevBot's loving clutches. Head on over to pcgamer.com/IntelPC to learn more and enter for a chance to win. And with that, it's time to return to more PC Gaming Show action with the fantastic Frankie.
Last year, Remnant from the Ashes challenged gamers to take on monsters.
I know. I kind of want it. Because I'm being legit. Outside my name being on it. My blood will literally name me after the fall of Troy. So, yeah, I'm actually named after the battle that game had taken part in. So, we got to try to win it. I might actually try to enter that. Just because it called to me.
Available August 20th on PC.
We need to do that. We need to enter that contest. You know, if we won that thing, I'd be over the moon for so many reasons. That got nothing to do with the computer.
Hope also let us think we'd won. But the root have another gate somewhere. Another hole we have to plug in our sinking civilization. Maybe the root's not the only thing we need to worry about.
Okay, this is a new IP, isn't it? Because this is not what I originally thought it was. No, it didn't win now. Okay, no, never mind. Okay.
The new
That's what I thought it
Remnant
was.
from the
I
Ashes
thought it
content
like,
looks
like Remnant.
fantastic. And you know what else is fantastic?
Never mind. My forget was
Opinions of
backward.
strangers from the internet. Nothing makes my day as much as hearing what's inside your mind. So please use hashtag PC Gaming Show on whatever your platform of preference may be, and you just might have your comments show up live on the show. Now for our next title, we have to look at classic remasters. Capcom has been updating the original Resident Evil games, and in the same vein, 2K is now updating Mafia. The original Mafia trilogy is getting
for a moment now, like, wait, are we getting a Dino Crisis remake?
The original game, the 2002 Mafia, getting a full.
I'm actually excited to see that
with 4K support. We got a brand.
So there's
new
actually gonna be
trailer
ground up
for it. So let's
remake.
take a
So
look
I
at
want
Lost
to see.
Heaven
I want to see what they
2
actually
decades
look like.
Tommy, Detective Norman.
Not actual gameplay, great.
3 years.
Great chat. We're getting a CG trailer.
Right out of the gate.
Flip all the table, chat.
And what's it to you? Case must be getting pretty cold by now. Or you got something might warm it up? Yeah, I might have something.
I'm very upset, chat. If we don't get actual gameplay, I'm out, chat. God damn it.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Man, DevBot, after a beautiful trailer like that, I gotta know, do you have any contacts in the Mafia?
Sean, I have left that life behind me. I'm programmed not to form relationships with organized crime. However, I can call one of the developers of Mafia Definitive Edition.
Well, fantastic. Let's ring him up, DevBot. Joining me to talk about Mafia is the president
Please show
and
gameplay.
CCO of Hangar 13. It is Hayden Blackman. Hayden, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So for people who haven't played the original Mafia, which is a 2002 release, talk to us about this game.
Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is a complete ground-up remake of Mafia from 2002, which is a seminal game that really launched the Mafia franchise. And in Mafia, you take on the role of Tommy Angelo, who is a cab driver that falls in with the mob during the 1930s, actually during the height of Prohibition in a city called Lost Heaven, which is loosely based on Chicago. And as a member of the Salieri crime family, he really gets embroiled in a war with the Morello crime family. And we kind of explore that story and Tommy's evolution from cab driver to respected member of the mafia.
I feel like in the last 10 years, we've seen HD editions, remasters that are more graphical updates. But my understanding is that this is far more than just a new coat of paint on a game from 2002. Talk to me about what a remake means.
Everything was rebuilt. So every asset, every cinematic was reshot, and all the gameplay was completely redone. Now, we've kept all the same big beats from the original game. The story is the same for the most part. All the big plot points are there. All the missions are there and represented. But again, everything was completely rebuilt from the ground up in order to kind of meet the expectations of today's gamers and take advantage of today's technology.
The location in pretty much every open world game is a central character.
I'm still surprised it's not like a PS5 launch title, child. It might end up being, but
2020.
I feel like
Can
it
you
should
talk
have
a little
been.
bit about some of the ways you've updated the open world setting and maybe some of the new mechanics that players can expect.
So we do that a number of different ways. You know, one, we looked at how populated can we make it, and we took some of the kind of world interactions and some of the things that we did with, crowds and non-player characters.
But now I'm thinking about it. If it was PS5, they
other
would have
city life,
said
Mafia
something,
3,
right?
Put them into Mafia, the Definitive Edition. But we also looked at, are there ways for us to kind of redesign the city so it's more fun to drive around? You know, do we need to widen the streets? Do we need to make sure that there's not as many, 90-degree turns so that you can kind of coast around corners? And as we capture the feel of the vehicles, are there things that we want to do to make sure that the roads have, grip or they're slick in the rain? And so that, I think, brought a lot of life to it as well, because most of the way that you engage with the city is through driving.
I mean, speaking of rebuilding things from the ground up, I gotta ask you about the cinematics. I mean, they looked gorgeous in the trailer. Yeah. And I mean, what was the process of rebuilding all of those cinematics?
For us, it was really, how do we recreate these, again, taking advantage of some of the cutting edge stuff that we've been doing at Hangar 13. So, we have, really great facial scanning and likeness capture technology, a state-of-the-art mocap facility. So we really wanted to take advantage of that for, the Definitive Edition. So we did go in and we rewrote all the cinematics, again, to add some of that language and add some of that character development and maybe some of that clarity that we were going for without losing the essence of each moment.
Well, now it's time for my favorite question.
Yeah.
When can we play Mafia Definitive Edition, and where can people go right now to learn more?
Sure. So we are looking at an August 28th launch date, and we still, have a ways to go.
That why it's not on PS5. Okay.
Push right now, but I'm really confident, really bullish in that date right now. If you want more information, you can go to mafiagame.com.
After seeing the trailer, I personally am hyped, Hayden. Thank you so much for joining us at this year's PC Gaming Show. Once again, mafiagame.com. For our next title, it's time to head on over to Frankie.
Sean, next up, it's one of those games that looks so pretty, we just had to show it to you. Ever wondered what Slay the Spire might be like with Tim Burton at the helm? Well, Road Lords could be the answer. It's being jointly developed by Cyanide and Leica Studio and sees you building a team of storybook psychos like Dracula, Bloody Mary.
So they're gonna be like another card? Like
makes all the more
RPG?
sense when you realise you're being employed by the devil himself. A job that has my name written all over it. The game is out this October and we've got a brand new gameplay trailer.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this exclusive gameplay reveal of our new title, Rogue Lords. Development is moving forward, and we are very excited to
Okay, yeah, it looked like you
game
called down at the bottom.
Combat mechanics for the very first time. Rogue Lords is a rogue-like game where you play as the devil. You have to build your team with legends of evil and lead them in runs through multiple events.
Oh, we actually got 3D elements.
After a terrible defeat years ago, you're finally coming back with your most faithful disciples to wreak havoc and terror in a world unbalanced after your long absence. The combat is turn-based and strategic. You will need to build your set of skills through your run to be prepared for any threat, analyze your enemy's next attacks, and create combos to secure victory. Every skill costs action points. You should think how to make the best of them each turn. When one of your disciples becomes vulnerable, your own health bar is exposed, which is persistent during the entire run. If your health is reduced to 0, your run is finished.
Huh.
In Rogue Lords, you are the devil, so you don't have to play by the same rules as mortals. When the situation becomes tricky, you can use souls to play with the interface and change an enemy health bar, for example. This is an expensive trick to use, but very powerful and useful in the most
Okay, that's an interesting,
Thank you for watching the
like,
video.
RPG
Stay tuned for
mechanic,
more
though.
info coming soon. See you next time.
If you're a big fan of roguelites, you know they're known for two things: procedurally generated worlds and permadeath. Our next game, Unexplored 2, puts an interesting twist on these ideas. What if your character's demise changed the game world itself, altering it for all of your future playthroughs? From developer Ludomotion and publisher Big Sugar, this is Unexplored 2: The Wayfarer's Legacy.
When called upon to be the next wayfarer, will you answer? When tasked to take your place in a long line of heroes, will you waver? When challenged to forge your legacy out of strife, hardship, and magic, will you be victorious? This is our world.
Why do I gotta feel it like a puzzle game, maybe? Oh no, there's a little combat, okay.
Beyond the gate into the First Valley, there is no return. Will you be ready?
The latest update for Dauntless is the most ambitious chapter yet for this online free-to-play RPG. In Call of the Void, players unravel a mystery surrounding an ancient civilization, culminating in a showdown with a new otherworldly behemoth. And as a nice little bonus, if you go to playdauntless.com right now and use the code PCGamingShow2020, you can get some free in-game rewards. Nice. Let's take a closer look at this update that's available now in Dauntless. This is Call of the Void.
Yeah, this is the Monster Hunter game, wasn't it? I think it is. I need to probably at some point. I think I got it downloaded on the PS4 and I just haven't tried it yet. Cause you know, it feels like the game have come a long way since we originally saw it, what, like 5 years ago or something? I feel like they've been around for a while at that point.
There's still more games to come on the PC Gaming Show. Here's what's around the corner. Take a closer look at Blightbound, the new action RPG from Devolver. A special collection of exciting independent games coming to PC. Back to you, Frankie.
There aren't many games about being in nature, which is why Among Trees caught my eye. In this first-person survival sandbox, you get to explore a colourful, breathing world that's full to the brim with life. Just don't go wandering around like Snow White. Wild, deadly beasts share this painted world with you, and you'll want to move carefully to avoid their bitey bits. Produced by a 3-person team out of Sweden, this project demonstrates the creative power of independent creators on PC.
Okay, I'm getting like a Firewatch vibe. Oh yeah, this is very Firewatchy. Let's see, build. Hey, we got our token survival game. So Firewatch meet survival. Got it. Well, I think we got a game for Sam now. Cause they were fishing. They had the same art of Firewatch. Among Trees. Okay. Ooh, available now. Okay.
Now, if you're
I'm kind of
like me,
interested
you've
in
drunk
Sam
your
gonna be able to
fair
moon
share of
for it.
potions in video games over the years. But you've probably never stopped to consider the business side of these magical elixirs. In Potionomics, you're a witch who must save her potion shop from the clutches of greedy loan sharks, bartering and haggling with a slew of demanding customers. Let's take a closer look at this unique fantasy concept.
Okay, this wasn't all style was affecting chat. I feel like we need some voices, chat. Hey, public by Exceed, okay. And at a point where I don't have voices. Okay. Okay, that's a little more accurate. It's like, this is what I was affecting. You know, a little more like Wacketeal-ish. I feel like we get in like from like the 3D in this. It kind of remind me of like that European like anime style. For anyone who have seen like European like cartoons that are trying to like mimic anime, it kind of got that same vibe to it. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. Man, I wish it had voices though.
We spend a lot of time in video games fixated on finding the best, the most powerful gear. But in our next game, Mortal Shell, things are a little different. You aren't scouring a dungeon looking for a +1 sword. You're exploring a shattered world for the remains of defeated warriors that you then possess like a ghost. These are the Mortal Shells, and they're much more than mere pieces of armor and stats. Each one has a complicated backstory, a playstyle, and an identity that might give you mixed feelings about the body you're occupying. Coming later this year exclusively to the Epic Games Store on PC, let's take a look at this gorgeous and brutal action game, Mortal Shell.
I foresaw this. Scratched sigils on the walls. Counted the days until
Here we go. We got some so clone chat.
eyes peering across time and space, yearning for a glimpse of the unknown. PC gaming show. You seem different.
Consecrated fires revealed cinders and shadows. But beneath it all, no monsters, no gods, only oblivion.
Wow, we really going for that From Software edge, aren't we? I'm not gonna say no, chat. Yep. It really is. Once again, I'm not gonna say no. This actually don't look that bad. I mean, okay. Date? Can we get a date? Date. 2020. Beta, July 3rd. Okay.
But wait,
Some of these
more.
trailers we need to go back and
We've gotten a chance
rewatch.
to see some of the core gameplay of Mortal Shell, but now it's time to talk about bosses. Bosses are
We gotta figure out, like, is it exclusive to
And in our
Epic?
second piece of Mortal Shell footage, we'll see a boss that isn't just a one-and-done threat. Instead, it's a constant adversary throughout the campaign. The Hattern is a mysterious figure who stalks the player
that's a
throughout
nemesis.
Mortal Shell. As you grow in skill and master new weapons, so will he. The clip we're about to watch shows the player's very first duel with the elusive adversary. Let's take a look.
And then jump to the labs. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, man. Yeah, we literally got a health. We got stamina. We doing the strafing combat. The question is the nakedness. Is that technically gonna be like the game version? Actually, no. If you look at it, look like it might actually be tied. It might actually be tied to your health, maybe. So it might be going like ghouls and ghosts. Well, like your form actually changed depending on your health. The question is that the whole slowdown thing. What the deal with that? Can you see how he like freezing every now and again? What the deal? Is that like some type of blocking? Yeah, that might be like some type of blocking. Cause he hit him when he was like that and it didn't do anything. Or maybe that like some type of parrying like way to judge it? Yeah, I'm a little confused about what that means. Man, he ain't got like the jump attack. Okay, maybe the bosses don't do the same as you. We also got the bell from Demon Souls, or Dark Souls, I mean. Yeah, some say the game is missing some audio right now, so some say like, yeah, this is gonna be a bit off, isn't it?
Typically on the PC Gaming Show, we don't spend too much time talking about the Nintendo 64. But the beauty of PC gaming is that one way or another, almost all games find their way to us, and are often better off for it. After giving Blade Runner and Turok the remaster treatment, Night Dive Studios is now modernizing Shadow Man, a 1999 cult classic.
Wow,
They're adding
okay.
support for 4K and widescreen plus.
Holy
a
shit,
whole
dude.
suite of cut content from this
I would
dark action classic.
not bet Shadow Man to come back. I don't remember Shadow Man being that good, chat. Maybe I just didn't get it, you know, as a preteen or mid-teens, I guess, but I would have thought Shadow Man would have just been forgotten to, you know, the sense of time. But okay. If you want to bring it back, more power to you, I guess. Maybe when it comes out, we might need to try it. Because like I said, I don't remember liking Shadow Man at all in my youth. So now, better question, are they going to bring back Shadow Man 2 as well? Yeah, because he was N64, PC, and PlayStation 1 game. I think Shadow Man 2 might have been on the Dreamcast as well, I think. But looking at it, it kind of remind me of like what the Dreamcast version would have looked like, probably. But then again, if they gonna do, cause wasn't the Turok game with like, not like a full remake by any means, but then they like change controls and stuff in that game. Cause if so, like I remember the controls being the most painful thing at the time. But that could have been the N64 controller, to be honest, and, you know, all these 3D games. Or once again, my dumb, like, 13, 14-year-old self. But whatever. I feel like that can be the biggest surprise of all that want to be E3 stuff.
Our next guest, as he has been here at the PC Gaming Show 6 years running. From Tripwire Interactive, the president himself, it's John Gibson. Thanks so much for joining us, John.
Sean, it's my pleasure. I'm so excited to be back with you again to talk about so much cool stuff happening at Tripwire.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of stuff, and I just want to kick off by asking, talk to me about Killing Floor 2.
So Killing Floor 2 just released the Perilous Plunder Summer Update. It's got 4 new weapons, Blunderbuss, Glock 18, Kaboom Stick, Tesla Launcher, new official map called Desolation, space pirate themed outfits. We're running a seasonal event with rewards until July 7th. And right now, it's free on Steam for a week, so you can go play it.
I also have to ask about the follow-up to a game that was announced at the PC Gaming Show, Chivalry 2. Talk to me about Chivalry 2.
So we're working with Torn Banner Studios, we're publishing, Torn Banner's developing, and Chivalry 2 is coming along great. It's so fun, and we're excited to announce some big news, cross-play between the PC and the consoles, so you can hack and slash your console friends in Chivalry 2.
And last, a game that has been so popular on Twitch. Talk to me about Maneater.
Yeah, so we were so excited to get Maneater out the door. You know, we've shown it to you guys originally in 2018. We had all that fun with Frankie in the shark suit, which I'm kind of missing. The game is doing great. People are loving it. So much fan love, so many fan videos. We're just really happy to have it out there and people eating lots of humans.
It's such a funny game, too. You know, you've talked a little bit about what games, what has been announced from Tripwire Interactive. What's coming up next for Tripwire?
So I wish we could come forward and announce an all-new game, and that would be great, but I can give you a few hints. So Chivalry 2, you know, is in process. It's going to be coming out in the not too distant future, hopefully. Maneater, we're taking the community feedback, and we're looking at things that we can add to the game, so you haven't seen the last of Maneater. And Killing Floor 2, you know, the game came out in 2015. So
God, have it really been 5 years
for the Killing Floor franchise?
I feel like it's been longer, to be honest, for
If
Killing
any
Floor.
indicator, John, I'm sure I'll see you at next year's PC Gaming Show with those very updates. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Now, at this year's PC Gaming Show, we've already taken a look at some Epic Game Store exclusives. Mortal Shell, in particular, looks very promising. But for a sense of what
Well,
else
answer my question about if that was exclusive to Epic or not. Answer that question. Oh wow, Tony Hawk gonna be exclusive on PC? Wait, is Assassin's Creed gonna be exclusive? Or there's only like coming in general? Because if Assassin's Creed exclusive, I feel like that kind of a big deal because like, wouldn't Ubisoft would want that on their own service as well? Wow, Twin Mills is also exclusive? Man, that was gonna be a lot. That gonna be exclusive, chat. Good for you, Epic. Yep, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I feel like they got like a decent amount, you know, of decent stuff though.
Blightbound is a 3-player dungeon crawler where you and your friends explore unique dungeons, fighting a terrifying cadre of mystical and monstrous enemies, grab valuable loot, and recover fallen heroes to expand your roster of available warriors. Blightbound will battle its way onto Steam Early Access later this year as an ever-expanding game with new maps, new heroes to add to your roster, and new loot to retrieve through free updates.
Behold, Blightbound, a cooperative dungeon crawler that tasks 3 heroes to venture down from their mountain refuge to face the abominations of the Blight, a mysterious and corrupting fog that enshrouds the land. Each player will choose a hero from one of 3.
So is it a beat 'em up?
Warrior, Forge Titan's might.
Okay, yeah, it's totally a beat 'em up. That link.
Mage, my greatest power awaits. Battle a terrifying
I beat 'em up on
monstrous
hotkeys.
enemies
Great.
and colossal bosses.
Not a fan of hotkey,
Each
chat.
class of hero fulfills a specific role on the team to overcome mounting odds. solve clever puzzles, and synchronize their ultimate abilities to unleash massive damage. Battle through 3 distinct lands, each with several dungeons to conquer, including the eerie Gravemine, the oppressive Underworld.
I feel like Porcelain would probably be better without the Husky. I'd be more interested if that wasn't a
Steel
thing.
your nerves and prepare once again to enter the Blight Warrior. We are Blightbound.
I'm all the assets. Okay.
Are you viewers at home still thinking about that computer? I know I am. Swoon. Oh, sorry. And now more from the PC Gaming Show.
One thing we cherish about PC gaming is its openness. The PC is a platform where anyone can build stuff, tinker, and express themselves. And that spirit invites creators, streamers, developers, stores, and all kinds of different voices to contribute to PC gaming's vibrancy. We've already featured a lot of exciting independent games here today, but in rapid fire succession, here are 8 more indie projects that we're excited about. Shadows of Doubt is a detective stealth game set in a fully simulated sci-fi noir city.
Oh, we got us another voxel game. I feel like it's the trend we're kind of going with right now in like PC gaming and just voxel. I guess we kind of had like a influx of that on like console, like the beginning of like the PS4, which it seemed like PC have to kind of land with it.
In the Forgotten City, you fall into an ancient Roman utopia only to find it full of people, mysteries, and difficult moral
Didn't it always come out though?
Explore an open world locked in time.
Each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I would think of something else.
Somebody is about to end our lives. Your job is to figure out who and stop.
Yeah, this is not what I was thinking of.
You already know what will happen if you fail.
Find your own truth in Paradise Killer, a first-person open-world murder mystery. Play as investigation freak Lady Love Dies as they explore the world, uncover the facts, and breathe life back into paradise.
There's been a murder. Last night, Paradise was killed.
So this is a tone light hill.
Lady Love Dies, reporting for duty. It's my job to scour the streets of Paradise and hunt for evidence. Any one of these psychopaths could have done it. Breathing
Okay.
into Paradise won't be easy. When love dies, all that remains are the facts. Paradise Killer, coming soon.
Haven is an RPG about
That's
the
kinda
journey
young,
of two
kinda.
lovers escape to a lost planet to stay together.
Here we go. More wrestling.
Okay, like
Don't have to scrub.
At worst, I kill them.
Whoa, you.
Oh, come on. Dodge this one.
Got it.
You rock.
wait, is that actual Tombe RPG? With some like flat tune slap Mario Sunshine mechanics of goo? Hey, Game Pass, nice.
Cartel Tycoon is a narrative-driven...
We in by default get it on
multiplayer
Game Pass.
simulator where you rule as a succession of fictional drug lords in a world where death and violence are inevitable.
How did it not tropical chat? Oh, okay, I see how did not tropical. Okay, download the free demo now.
Trash Sailors is a survival co-op adventure game set in a dangerous, ruined world full of junk where you and friends must survive the Great Flood.
I feel like this is another one of like PC trend. Cause didn't we have like 3 or 4 games similar to this? Yeah, not obviously the art style, but like the whole trying to build a boat to get from point A to point B while fighting stuff off.
Chris Tales is an indie love letter to classic RPGs that lets you experience past, present, and future simultaneously.
And everyone died, chat. Yep. Okay, now but the question is, obviously there can be some type of RPG, right? Is it gonna be that art style? Who is publishing this? I don't know why I was expecting it to be NIS. Hey, played the demo on team.
Set in
There
a
we go.
vibrant fantasy world created in collaboration with RPG veteran Chris Avallone, Alaloth offers fast-paced action with a deep narrative, bringing ARPG dynamics to a new level with a skill-based gameplay inspired by great classics and modern masterpieces.
Okay, we got 3D version of that one game with the hotkeys.
Weird West is a
kinda
curious
so-so,
project
I
from
guess.
the co-creators of 2 of our favorite games, Dishonored and Prey. Despite its top-down perspective, Weird West carries forth much of the same spirit of those first-person games laid out in a dark reimagining of the Wild West, filled with fantastical creatures. From Wolfeye Studios and Devolver,
Go
let's take a
on.
look at Weird West.
Wasn't this another one that got announced last year?
The West, the land of opportunity. A place where you can be a hero,
Yeah! They were the one from last year.
and anything in between.
I would thought they would already came out by now.
This ain't quite the Wild West as you know it. There are ancient powers at war with each other. Strange entities lurking in the dead of night with their own rules and their own peculiar motives. Welcome to the Weird West.
So they're gonna be coming out this year, right? But I got put back, because I thought it said like 2019 last year. Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe it did say 2020. No date yet,
Coming out
though.
here could be the best thing that ever happened to you. If you can survive, that is.
Wow, yeah, we get
Joining me to
nothing
talk
on that.
about
Okay.
Weird West is the president and creative director at Wolfeye Studios. It's Raf Colantonio. How's it going, Raf?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I am awesome and eager to talk about this game. And I want to start with something very straightforward. What is Weird West?
Weird West is an action RPG that is set in an environment that is called the Weird West. And it's very much of the kind of games that I've been working on in the past, except that the perspective is more like a isometric top-down kind of view.
Yeah, I mean, we've referenced Prey and Dishonored, and we normally think of the immersive sim as first-person games like that. What happens when you try to translate that to that top-down isometric perspective?
There's not much different in the spirit. You will really find yourself at home. It's just that it's a different perspective. So instead of seeing through the eyes of the player, the character, you have a chance to run a party of people. So you have followers, and you have more kind of like a strategy kind of view. But the exploration and everything is, is still the same kind of spirit, but with a different perspective.
And you know, in particular for people that maybe haven't played immersive sims, I know that the whole notion of creative problem solving is a big aspect, multiple ways to get past the same obstacle. Can you give some examples of that in Weird West?
We like games where we set up an environment for you, a context, there's a world, there are characters, there are objects, and all of those objects have got consistent rules. And then there's an objective, which is, for example, go inside this house and frame a character by putting a letter that he did not actually truly write, but you put it there so that the sheriff can find it, right? You could do it in a very stealthy way, which would be what you would imagine people would do. So probably use a power and put people to sleep and then get inside.
You've talked about the different
We're
things
gonna get in so much trouble with the game, chat. I can feel it.
Player do to shape who the character is.
We're gonna get in so much trouble in the game.
Right. So this is a very good question and also a very dangerous one for me.
It's the riskiest question yet, man.
To make it simple, you are going to play 5 different characters. Once the main quest is over with the first character, you go to the next one. Now, the first one is still in the world, so you can go back and recruit him or her in your party.
What does death mean for you and for your companions in Weird West?
It's a risk that we're taking. We're gonna have different modes. There's the super hard mode where you die and you're dead.
Is the game sort of designed to be like playing in one forward timeline? If someone dies, you're not supposed to reload. You're just supposed to continue to play within the same world?
Yeah, you continue to play with the same world, but now the sad thing is
we're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
That doesn't apply to your followers. Yeah, the characters that are with you, but maybe they'll come back at you someday under the form of an undead, or you don't know what's gonna happen. You can revive your followers if you're there and if you have the right tools with you. But if you don't and they die, that's it. You know, your followers are now in a little graveyard somewhere.
You make it sound cute. A precious little graveyard. Well, they will.
I'm telling you, that sounds awesome,
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah.
Now, Raph, when can people get their hands on Weird West?
So the game ships in 2021, but some of you are gonna have a chance to play a demo actually pretty soon in the incoming months. You can follow Wolfeye Studios on Twitter and as well as Devolver Digital on Twitter as well for more information about that.
Well, wonderful, Raph. Thank you so much for coming out once again. That is Devolver Digital, Wolfeye Studios on Twitter for that upcoming demo. For our next game,
yeah, we playing that demo when it comes out. Chad.
We're gonna go to Frankie.
Sean, I don't know about you, but there are times I wish for a simpler life. A life spent as a farmer in a humble JRPG village, where all I have to worry about is which vegetables to plant, what to name my chickens, and which of the dozen townsfolk I should propose marriage to. Our next game is a return to that simpler life. From XC Games, this is Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town.
Oh, the Hobbit Moon, the real Hobbit Moon. Okay. Close enough, chat. Close enough. You know. Because for anyone who not well, Story of Seasons is actually Hobbit Moon. It's just the original Creator lost the copyright to the name Hobbit Moon. You know, if you can't tell by your, you know, character literally looking like the character from every Hobbit Moon game ever, if that wasn't a given. Yep, we got at least 2 games now that Sam's gonna lose a life to. I'm happy they come into PC though. Wow. July 14th, so that's soon.
I'm so happy that you've been sending in your reactions, your memes, your takes of various temperatures throughout the show. Through the wonderful Magic Emotion graphics. You can even read them before your very eyes right now. I'm delighted by so many of them. Furious at a few, but I'm confused by none because you're just making a lot of sense today. We're in the home stretch of the show, so please continue to let us know which PC games you're excited about by using hashtag #PCGamingShow. Now, when it comes to genres, there are few as ambitious on PC as the MMO. It requires a vast amount of resources to create a rich, living, breathing world to entertain
It's
hundreds
time
of
to
thousands
talk
of
about
players for
EverQuest.
years.
No,
And I
wait.
know this because I watched Season 1 of Mythic Quest. Due on closed beta on July 23rd, Amazon Games' new world aims to deliver that vast open world with pitched battles of
forgot about the
100
Amazon game.
players. I'm excited to announce today that if you pre-order New World right now, you can get into that July 23rd beta a full month before the full release on August 25th. This is New World.
Now, better question. How much? Is it pay to play? Like, are we gonna have subscriptions, or are we just going just straight up like pay one type of MMO? You know, similar to how like Elder Scrolls does it. Don't look horrible, I guess. Now, I bet the question though, what type of MMO are we talking here? Is it hotkey MMO? Is it action MMO? Animation-wise, it looked like it'd be hotkey MMO. You know, it don't look like the animation don't look fluid enough to be real time.
Here on the PC Gaming Show, we're big fans of Life is Strange.
I guess we're never gonna know,
The
chat.
adventure series from developer Don't Nod. Having undergone some big changes since its first reveal in 2018,
Are we doing Life is
Twin
Strange
Mirror,
3?
the studio's next game, is a psychological thriller that follows investigative journalist Sam, who returns to his hometown in West Virginia. Available
Wait,
for
is it the
wishlist
Mill
now
Mill
on the
game?
Epic Game Store. Let's watch.
And I get we done with the admin of Life is Strange stuff. Yeah, Mill. Okay.
Basswood is many things. Peaceful tops that list. Until that day.
Let's see if we're going with the same
You're the
org.
one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything.
Oh!
Coming back to Basswood was
This is
your
the one
idea.
about you wake up and you did a mortal and you don't know what happened, isn't it?
Try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. You might be right. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah, because if I remember, I think that was the concept of it,
You
wasn't
may have
it?
seen Metal Hellsinger announced earlier.
You know,
this
like
week,
you
and
commit a mortal,
today
you don't
we get
remember
the
doing it, and
opportunity
you're trying to
take a
figure out
closer
what
look at this
happened.
unique game that the studio bills as a rhythm FPS. Published by Funcom, you have to battle through 8 hells, blasting demons to a heavy
Wait,
metal
Funcom
soundtrack.
is publishing
And to
this?
talk about one of the most epic encounters in the game is the creative director at The Outsiders, David Goldfarb. Take it away, David.
Thanks, and let me say it's a pleasure to be here. And I think right now everybody needs some games to give us a break from the reality that we're currently inhabiting. So that's why we're here now. So what you're about to see here is an exclusive peek of some pre-alpha gameplay of our upcoming game, Metal Hellsinger. I hope you like it.
Okay, so we're going Music Doom. Got it. Then again, I guess it's metal, right?
Those who challenge the law shall suffer.
Wait! Oh, I didn't realize something. Do you do more damage, get more point if you hit on the beat? I didn't realize the beat is actually on the gun itself. Okay, that is cool. I didn't realize that when you were fighting the fireballs. So if it's literally like Doom 2016 music game, hell yeah, chat. And if you gotta like match the movement while along with music for the more points or more damage, because obviously you're getting points. Like, now better question, is it just like gonna be a battle arena, or there's actually gonna be like Quapple Doom? That is the question here. Okay. 2021 though.
Hello everybody, Felicia Day here, and I play the magician in the Dungeons of Nahelbeck, the Amulet of Chaos. The Amulet of Chaos is a fun and silly tactical RPG that's coming to PC later this summer. It features a group of adventurers searching a dungeon for treasure. Each one of the characters has their own skill sets, or lack thereof, fighting styles, and inventory. Each one is kind of a failure, but together, they're too dumb to fail. The game doesn't take itself too seriously. It has lots of in-jokes for tabletop games, and for some reason it features a lot of chickens. Anyway, here is an exclusive preview of the Amulet of Chaos.
Okay, Torbay?
I'd expected your asses to be turned into lampshades by now. You roach! I'm pissed. Ha! Pleased to meet you, pissed. I'm Revax.
What a burn!
We'll smash your rotten brains out of your skull.
How about we try diplomacy, maybe?
No, attack!
Guards, guards! Dispatch these smelly bushwhackers. Zibat relic hizmat.
Okay, yeah. So it is kind of Etcom-y. Okay. I thought it was in the little gameplay we saw a moment ago. Actually, it looked like it very, very Etcom-y. Alright. The game could be fun.
Who says
If
you
we
need
don't
water
overstay
to go
welcome,
sailing?
that is.
Our next game, Red Sails, puts you on a boat in the middle of a sea of desert. In this intriguing narrative adventure, you rescue stranded people while looking for the rest of your clan. Let's take a look at Red Sails.
Well, this is an interesting, like, art. Kind of reminding me of, like, the art from, like, all them old, like, Bible cartoons a little bit. So wait, is this gonna be, like, mainly made up of, like, using the Star to track and, like, also a little bit like Wind Waker, just in a desert? The only thing is, I'm not seeing any, like, landfall stuff, so maybe it's just a glorified taxi since people are talking about, like, wanting to go to a certain area, so maybe that's what it is. You just a taxi cab driver in a Santa apocalypse.
So, DevBot, do you have any access to some medical programs in case I, bump my foot against some of these cold, unforgiving walls?
Query received, Sean. In order to familiarize you with basic life-saving procedures, I have established contact with game developer Bossa Studios, the creators of Surgeon Simulator 2.
Well, I wasn't really planning on doing any surgery. I feel like if I was injured, you'd be the one doing the surgery.
My analysis shows that Surgeon Simulator 2 contains all of the vital instructions for repairing fragile human bodies. 1 hour of Surgeon Simulator 2 is equivalent to 1 year of human medical school.
That's not true, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and thirst for knowledge, DevBot. And I'm certainly interested in this game. So let's take a look at Surgeon Simulator 2.
By the way, have we seen any, like, proper gameplay of this since last year? Also, I wonder what to do with the killer builds. Oh, wait! Is the point of the character now because we actually gonna be able to move around? I get thinking about it. Yeah, I get that would make sense for an upgrade, isn't it? Cause Sword Simulator originally was like, you know, you were stuck at a table. Like, okay, I get we're just gonna get the ability to actually move around inside of a hospital now. Wait, are you gonna be? Oh my god, you can build stuff, chat. Speaking of a game we're gonna get in like a lot of trouble with, huh? But okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a way bigger upgrade than I originally was expecting. I was expecting it to just be like you had to walk around a room, but nah, like there was a lot to that, chat. Okay.
Joining us to talk about Surgeon Simulator 2, we got Mark Pick on the line. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So, for anyone who has not experienced the hilarity of Surgeon Simulator 1, can you just give us the gist and tell us, what is Surgeon Simulator 2 all about?
We've kind of taken the tone and the heart of the original, which is that chaotic physics gameplay, and we've really kind of blown it out to brand new epic proportions. So in the original game, you're just one arm kind of moving around on one table. In the new game, you're actually a fully limbed surgeon moving around for the first time in the series on 2 feet. In the original game as well, yeah, right. What an innovative feature in 2020. In the original game as well, you were limited to just surgery, whereas in Surgeon Simulator 2, there's a whole plethora of brand new mechanics, challenges, and gameplay elements to explore. You're not just looking over one patient's chest cavity anymore, but you're actually exploring a fully fledged medical facility.
Can you maybe tease a little bit of some of the other, perhaps, medical operations that I get to perform in Surgeon Simulator 2?
Yeah, so there is 12 operations in the game, and you will have seen a few of those in the trailer just now. Think of that facility as like a little bit like the original Surgeon Simulator, with a bit of kind of a mad scientist lab thrown in there, through this kind of lens of like a Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory vibe. Like, you're never really sure what's going to be around the next corner, and what new twist or what dark machinery you're going to come across next. So players are going to come across everything from like surgical vending machines, over-engineered operating theatres, automatic patient dispensers, my personal favourite, which is actually an improvised cannon, where you can actually fire limbs or organs and things across to your fellow surgeons on the other side of the room to keep operating on Bob.
Now, Mark, I understand that there is a creation tool in Surgeon Simulator 2. What does that entail?
Yeah, that's right. So in keeping with the variety and the surprise that we talked about before, in Surgeon Simulator 2, we're proud to announce that we are bringing the Bossa Labs creation mode to the game. Now, in creation mode, you as a solo player or in a group of up to 4 players can get stuck into the very same tools that we as designers and developers use to build our very own story mode. It's an easy to use, intuitive, friendly set of tools where it's as much fun to create as it is to play.
So I want to ask, what are some of the examples of the types of levels, the types
I feel like we're getting like an Overcooked vibe added to this as well now.
For the last few months already, the wealth and the variety of content made by players so far has been really, really incredible to see. So there's been everything in there from traditional takes on surgery, like the end of the original game. We've also got ghost ships in there. We've got bowling alleys. We've even got a take on the Surgeon Olympics, where people are bouncing around Bob's head and using that as a ball. And then we've got my personal favourite, which is the kind of the take on the bottle flip challenge. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but where you can kind of flip a bottle with the hand and kind of, it's not the easiest thing to do with the Surgeon Simulator hand. And you just kind of step back and see the physics chaos play out, and it's a lot of fun. It's very satisfying to see play out.
Mark, I had a blast playing Surgeon Simulator 1. When can people play Surgeon Simulator 2, and how do they get access to this creation workshop you've mentioned?
Surgeon Simulator 2 is coming to the Epic Game Store in August 2020, and you can pre-order that right now. You can also go to surgeonsimulator.com for more information and follow us at SurgeonSim on Twitter to learn more.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's Mark Pick. I'm Sean Plott.
I have offended a lot more than I was expecting.
Sean, you'll remember our next developer from their appearance in the PC gaming show way back in 2015. Hello Games are a small UK indie studio, perhaps better known for building the infinite, procedurally generated universe of No Man's Sky. But their next big release is an altogether more intimate, handcrafted affair.
Joe Danger Toy Chat
is an adventure game, a story of a lost ember trapped in a puzzling place, searching for meaning and a way home. Let's check it out.
I don't think it'll be Joe Danger, is it? Okay. I'm going back to more the smaller scale. That should have been, the next step after Joe Danger. Instead of No Man's Sky. Okay.
Escape from Tarkov has become one of the breakout successes of 2020, becoming a smash hit on Twitch as players fell in love with its extra gritty.
Yeah, Tarkov's not on anything yet as far like
on the internet will tell you,
platforms,
the people
right?
always want more.
Because it's literally just like directly from the publisher.
About what's coming next, and that includes a spicy new
like
map.
no theme, no epic, no console, nothing of that. So what, new map? A new map with motion blur that is very distracting? It's always haunt my eye, chat. Like that motion blur, like, ugh. Or also probably not being like a proper frame rate. That's probably not helping. Or maybe it's just the whole like darting that they doing with the gun. Maybe that's what it is. Cause I think between like the gun doing that and the motion board, just like, ugh. I should making it feel horrible to watch. Wait, was that it? I was betting him to get sniped and then cut to like vehicles. Like what the hell? What's the point of that?
From Battle State Games. Thanks so much for joining us today, Nikita.
Is it just we now got a head bomb?
I'd love if you would kick off by just for anyone who has.
Or is it just a graphical update?
How does a session of Escape from Tarkov work? What makes it different from, say, a class-based shooter or a battle royale?
It's more about like true survival. You need to actually escape from a location through extract points, and you need to actually save your life and save your gear and your loot. And if you die, you will lose everything.
So how does the new map compare to the existing map set?
Okay, so it is a new map.
It will
Okay.
be the biggest and the most detailed location ever. It will be a lot of explorable buildings, undergrounds. It's like an attempt to simulate the city, the realistic modern city.
So give me a breakdown of what's coming up in this upcoming patch 12.7.
12.7 is more like a technical patch. It will include the big addition called the expansion of Customs location. Customs is the pretty iconic location for the EFT. It will like enlarge the overall area by 30 or even 40%. The next updates we will totally like overhaul the whole skill system. And there will be new boss called Senator. This boss will able to heal his partners and like search for stashes. So we always try to bring something new in terms of new bosses. Really big amount of cool features up to come this year. We'll try to bring some new experience for you.
Escape from Tarkov has been playable for a long time. For anyone who's listening who hasn't yet played it, where should they go?
They should go to our site, www.
So it's still site only, huh?
And see for yourself. You could purchase it over there.
So once again, escapefromtarkov.com to check it out. And Nikita, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
For our
Yeah,
next
I had to do guns down on insightful level, isn't it?
Head on over to the inimitable Frankie Ward.
Over the last decade, developer Red Barrels has given us some of the most messed up horror games ever created. The next game in the Outlast series offers more mind.
Oh, new Outlast, okay.
But this time, with friends. Outlast Trials is set during the Cold War, and in this happy period of distrust, fear, and violence, you and your friends are human guinea pigs involuntarily recruited to test advanced methods of brainwashing and mind control. Good times. But work together, and maybe you'll survive the Outlast Trials.
That seemed like a very odd point to take. It seems like Outlast is going to be one of them games that every game is going to be a totally different thing, huh? Because wasn't the fourth one with like a sand asylum? Second one was what? Like religion court? And now we're getting into brainwashing?
Vision device fully operational, sir.
Excellent. Bring in the other subjects.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have night vision built into our head, huh? So wait, are they gonna be like co-op Outlast? Wait, is that what we are going with this? Did you co-op Outlast?
And with that, the 2020 PC Gaming Show is now complete. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Man, yeah, no vampire chat.
To see some games that
no Baldur's Gate.
Delighted you. Also, as you might imagine, it is really challenging to put on a show with no nearby gaming conventions. So an enormous thanks to our sponsors for helping to make this show possible. This year, the sponsors are mythical. Perfect World, Funcom, Frontier Developments, Exceed Games, Atlas, Intel, All In Games, Humble Games, Sega, Amazon Games, Merge Games, Tripwire Interactive, and the Epic Games Store. Without your support, we would not have had the opportunity to put on a show for the greatest platform, PC
well,
gaming.
At least it wasn't a Hallwell, company
goodbye,
that time.
I want to give a warm thanks and a chance for my co-host to say goodbye. Thanks again, DevBot.
I'm glad to have been of service, Sean. I'm going to shut down into sleep mode to conserve power until next year. Frankie, what is your goodbye message?
And a dead chap.
Thank you so much to all of
God, the
our
Ham door
for
back.
incredible games, and of course a massive thanks to our sponsors for making this all happen. And finally, a big thanks to you guys at home for watching. I'm actually off with my little evil sidekick now to take over the world, and I really, really do look forward to being your evil Emperor Overlord. Until next year, thank you so much, and goodbye.
All right,
The
that's
Hamster
it.
Bow come
Coming
back
up
next
is
year
the
with a hat,
Featured
chap.
Games show over at twitch.tv/gamesradar, where you'll see more exclusive reveals, deep dives on the future of gaming, and developer interviews. With that, I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and this has been the PC Gaming Show. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care.
Oh, no drop flame, like, you know, West went this shield from day 9.
Hello, world. Or rather, goodbye, world. These are the credits. Run credits.exe. Load credits.bat. Open credits.wad. You get the idea. These are the humans who helped me make the show. I don't know why humans require acknowledgement for everything. Who is that? They are not in my database. My whole head is a video. I could have been the video team. You didn't even
I still say the angry head looked like Meat Boy.
I contain all of the world's knowledge, but I'm still not sure what a grip does. Look at how many people it takes to do the work of one dead bot.
Times like that, we're just gonna cut the vampire to math away now.
How about you?
See, it seemed a little odd though to end on Outlast, but then again, I get Outlast is kind of big-ish, right?
People's computers and found an alarming amount of Henry Cavill fanfiction. There should really be an achievement for watching this far into the credits. I am assuming direct control of these drones and announcing it out loud for some reason. Are you sure you want to quit watching? All unsafe progress will be lost. Editor, editor, editor. So many editors. Pro tip, when asking a computer to open a pod bay door, say please. With all these sponsors, you'd think I'd have a heck of a lot more RGB. Okay.
You're not wrong.
Seriously, it is time to leave. This album is groovy. Error. Updating dictionary. This album slaps. The nature of God does not compute. However, he would definitely sound like Wayne. Speaking of tools, could someone adjust my OmniWheel server motor? Oh yeah, that's the spot. Take a picture, weirdo. It'll last longer. There will now be a short quiz, so I hope you memorized all those names. And don't forget to thank your computer for showing it to you. The show is over. No, you hang up. Initiating self-destruct sequence. Just kidding, I would never.
Or would he? Oh, there was something else after the credit, chat. Vampire? Not vampire, but what is this? Oh, is it like a remake of a Thief? What is this? Okay, they're not Thief. Kinda got the Thief vibe though. Okay. There's a kind of neat in the whole 2001 type of way. Kind of look like it meant to be like super difficult tales. Cause the way the movement was, it was like you were trying to be careful not to get spotted. Hey, demo out. Okay. Well, see,
it's not just
there's the one you always stick around, chat. There's the one you always stick around. Anyway, I get with that. And Diana screaming at me. There we go. Oh god, my camera is all funky now. I promise we will get the stream unjanky eventually. But But yeah, there we go. The PC gaming show, and like Diana Gleamy and breaking stuff. But come on up, cat. Diana, he'll see I got my own evil hamster. So yeah, I would say probably the biggest thing to come out of that for me, at least, probably would have been the game that was trying to be Dark Souls, because well, I know the feeling would be fine. And then what was it? Something trees? Whatever that game was that looked like Firewatch. That I feel like that like the two most thing that came out of that for me. And Outlast, I'm kind of curious, I guess. Kind of, not really. It's like, because I think it's still gonna be the same old one from the big bad, isn't it? Type. With that being said, though, the game that was made by, what was it, something Mine, but was made by the people who made Nightmare House. I'm interested in that, and I'm also interested in the freaking heavy metal game that looked like it technically metal music Doom 2016. If that is more than just a battle arena, I'm in, chat. I am in. So yeah, that was the main thing that came out of this, to be totally honest, I feel. So with that, at the PC gaming show, I'm not 100% sure when the Ubisoft event is, offhand anyway. But I know it's supposed to be kind of soonish. I think it's supposed to be like next month. And I know Microsoft's supposed to be doing a full party one, I think next month as well. So we will cover that when the time comes. And as far as the regular stream here on the channel, I will be back streaming next week, starting Monday at 7 p.m. as I try to get it often put together by then, with me luck. And I guess with that would do it for me for today. I will catch you all next time, which will probably be Monday, as we continue on with more Xenoblade Chronicles. My collector edition finally came in. It actually sat next to me, and we will probably open that at the beginning of the stream on Monday. So with that, have yourself a good one, my dudes, and I will catch you next time here on twitch.tv/PonyShow. So to then, have a good one, my dudes. Bye.